Hello and thank you for watching. What I'm going to show you today is how to replace the temperature gauge in your M998 or similar military vehicles and similar instrument gauges. So what I have here is a temperature gauge that's inaccurate. When I was installing it, there was a little bit of engine heat that caused an arc in there most likely, and now it will not register a temperature until it's at operating temperature or unless you flick the glass. Also, as you drive, the temperature seems to continually creep up even though there's no apparent change in the engine temperature. So I have this new gauge here. It's a different gauge and it's not for the M998. This is a military gauge that reads from 100 to 325. So I thought I'd start as an experiment to see if this would work, and I'm here to tell you that it functions flawlessly and I'm very happy with the results. Great gauge, very accurate, and it gives you a higher degree of temperature ranges to go by. So I'll zoom in here if you want to look for these. I picked this one up on eBay, and I'm sure you can find them at the NSN centers and other surplus centers. This is the number of the gauge, and the only numbers on the front of the gauge. Let it focus here. So hopefully that gives you enough information. I'll try to provide a link in the description for this gauge as well. So excellent gauge. I'm very happy with it. Now, to remove your instrument panel or your gauge cluster, there's 4 screws in each corner. I've replaced mine with stainless steel Allen head. This helps prevent stripping not only on the head but with the threads as well, as long as you don't use the long end of the Allen wrench. People who've used Allen wrench, I'm sure you understand what I mean. Don't torque it too high, use the short end, and that'll provide enough torque to tighten it but not to strip it out. Once you have the bezel pulled, here's what the back looks like. It's a double-walled bezel, and what you have is you have a grounding wire, and then you have a bracket that holds the gauge in, and then 2 wires. The removal process is really simple. First, you'll want to remove your ground, then you'll want to remove the nut that holds the bracket on. Once you have the bracket on, you can unplug the wires, and like I said, don't do this when there's any engine temperature registering. You will short it out. Once you unplug the wires, keep a close eye on them. One will be striped and one will be plain. You want to plug the striped wire into the striped connector and the plain wire into the plain connector. This is how you keep them straight and prevent reversing them. Once you have them plugged in, you'll want to put the bracket back on, and then you'll want to reattach your grounding wire there. So once you have that done, you can start her up and see how she runs. I've been running it for a few minutes here, and you can see it's at about 175 it looks like, and at the making of this video I've ran this vehicle enough to know that it's perfectly accurate and it works like a charm. I'm plumb happy with it. So now all I need to do is take it back out, paint it, and reinstall it. So if you're looking for a unusual, non-typical, but excellent upgrade, here it is. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. Any additional information, links to tools or parts that I use will be provided in the description. Thank you very much for watching and have a wonderful day.